YouTube, what's going on? It's Bez, and today I want to talk about the most annoying types of NBA fans. Now, if you've been on social media, you've probably seen every single one of these types of fans on the Instagram comment section or in Twitter replies, just saying the most ridiculous thing. Without further ado, let's get into the list. And the first type of annoying fan we have is the guy that can't stop thinking about LeBron. As you see, I got an appropriate mascot for this picture, but this is the dude that refuses to ever admit LeBron has ever made a great play. The NBA or some highlight page will post LeBron poster dunking on somebody or hitting a game-winning three, and they'll be in the comment section saying,
well, actually, Anthony Davis made that play happen because if you see, he set the back screen to get LeBron open and gave him a wide-open, easy dunk.
This dude just got LeBron on his mind all day. You know, you're wondering if he has a wife and kids, and if he does, why does he think about LeBron more than them? And it's one thing to say, you know, have MJ over Braun as your GOAT or something like that, but these guys are always bringing up Jordan anytime LeBron does anything. Jordan could never. Jordan would do this if he was playing today. Jordan is 6-0 in the finals. That's why he's the GOAT. They're out there just trying to discredit LeBron every chance they get. Every single role player LeBron has played with has saved his legacy. They're under every social media post doing the LeBum, LeBrick, LeCrybaby nicknames. It doesn't even matter the context. LeBron could post himself having dinner with his family and people will still be in his comment section trying to roast him for absolutely no reason. Oh, look at LeChubby on Le Taco Tuesday. And a lot of these people don't even do it ironically or trying to be funny. They really are upset that LeBron James is just living his life and having a good time. It's actually a little sad that these types of fans are just thinking about one man the entire day. Seems a little bit gay to me, but hey, if you swing that way, I got no problem with it. You do you, man. The next type of annoying NBA fan that we got is the rage baiter. Now, I am 100% sure that you guys have seen these types of fans in Instagram and Twitter comment section because usually it's the first comment and it has like 400 replies and 3 likes. Obviously, they're saying some bullshit just to try to get interactions, just to get more attention, to get more traffic to their page, literally sacrificing their entire dignity and respect just for clicks. Do not care about their online footprint. Typically, these guys are the ones hiding behind burner accounts because there is no way they would ever have the balls to say any of this stuff to somebody's face, let alone on their own account showing their face. So if you're one of the fans that secretly goes on burner accounts just to rage bait and get interactions, get a real job. These types of fans will have you question your faith in humanity because you're not sure if they're just joking or just really that slow. And sometimes you're able to tell when it's bait. Why isn't Jokic replacing Kawhi on Team USA? They'll say some of the dumbest things that aren't even believable, but for some reason people are replying to it, gassing it up like, oh my God, this one's a banger. You're going off, baby. This one's doing numbers on a timeline. And these baiters are some of the most disgusting people we have in our community because they'll attack athletes for their personal lives and nothing related to their play on the court. They'll come at these people's families and significant others, and the worst part about it all is that they don't even stand 10 toes down on their dumbass opinions because as soon as they throw the hook and line into the water, they walk away from their phone like a nervous girl who texted her crush for the first time. I really hope that these type of fans go extinct. Usually, I try not to get involved or interact with these types of fans, but sometimes the bait gets to me, I can't even lie, and I go in the comment section and defend my favorite team or just tell these dudes how irritating they are. The next type of annoying NBA fan we got is the box score watcher. Now, this is the type of person that never watches an actual basketball game and gets all their opinions from looking at box scores and numbers. I don't want to sit here and say that box scores and numbers don't matter at all because yes, box scores can tell you a bit of the story about a game, but this is the type of box score watcher that does not care about context or nuances at all. He thinks that just because a player averages more points than another player, he's better. They don't care about their role or what their team is doing or how he played in a certain stretch or if he was injured. Men lie, women lie, numbers don't. Sorry, facts don't care about feelings. If they ever find a stat that doesn't support what they're trying to say, they're just going to cherry pick the stats to support the argument. You know, they believe players like Draymond Green suck, players that don't score a lot of points and typically show up on a box score. They're not winning players. They just got lucky in a good situation. PJ Washington could have easily done what Draymond Green did. They think just because they post a stat line comparison, they prove a point. They'll take Drew Holiday's stats, put them right next to Jordan Poole's stats and say something like, well, one of these guys is looked at as an elite NBA player and the other guy is considered a bum. I think it's time we start a dialogue. If it doesn't show up on the stat sheet, it literally does not matter to these guys. Almost impossible to actually have a real discussion with these types of fans. Moving on to the next annoying type of NBA fan. It is the conspiracy theorist. These guys are always saying that the NBA is rigged. Adam Silver wants the ratings up. Adam Silver wants the Lakers in the finals. He wants the Celtics in the finals. Wake up. The NBA is scripted. I'm tired of pretending it's not. Typically, these are the type of fans that lose their parlay by one leg. You know, they miss out on like 0.5 points or 0.5 assists and they're just mad about it. So they go on a Twitter rant about the NBA being rigged and how bullshit it is. And God forbid they ever see a free throw disparity on a box score. They're screaming Illuminati at the top of their lungs. You know, they're screaming that the elites have got it all planned out. There's lizard people running the NBA. Adam Silver is a shapeshifter that they put in place to be a puppet and push their agenda. All sorts of bullshit. Dude over here saying there's magnets in the rim, which I can't believe I actually see to this day. These types of fans are delusional. The most terminally online, the people that never touch grass and go outside. But it's a little funny to see these type of things because you just know how ridiculous it is. It's like the people who believe the earth is flat. It's a little more rare to see them nowadays, but when you do see them, it's like seeing a dinosaur. It's like, I can't believe you're still here. But the next annoying type of NBA fan we have is the guy who's stuck in the 90s. Now, there's a lot of these types of NBA fans left. A lot of these old heads who think that the 80s and 90s were the golden era of hoops. They thought that players back then were getting clotheslined and guillotined trying to drive through the lane. They say that the NBA now is too soft and nobody plays defense. Every team just chucks 43s. There's no strategy involved. Basically just complaining about every single aspect of the game, saying that the peak of basketball was in the 80s. Even though it was Jordan pretty much just shitting on the entire league. The fast pace of the NBA today, they don't think that's fun. They like to see three big men clogging up the paint, asking for post touches. They say shit like, no, it's too physical. LeBron wouldn't be able to do anything. He'd be a role player if he played in Jordan's era. You put Jordan in today's era, he's averaging 50 on these clowns easily. They just refuse to accept the fact that the game has evolved and has just become different. You know, I'm not here to say that it's better or worse because I think every era has its pros and cons. Even though it's completely true that you drop Malik Monk in the 50s and they think he's like some sort of wizard and they put him on trial for witchcraft, you still got to respect the pioneers that came before us and basically help build the game up to what it is today. But these types of fans refuse to admit that. They're stuck in the past. Oh, give me the 2004 Pistons over the 2017 Warriors. They don't have that type of grit and tenacity to keep up with them. One hip check from Ben Wallace and Steph Curry's in the ER. It's over. They believe that NBA players today are made out of cardboard boxes. They always call them soft because they load manage. They don't want to acknowledge the fact that some of these players want to be able to walk normally past the age of 39 and not have to have 6 hip replacement surgeries. These fans just refuse to accept and adapt to the new times. For some reason, they still complain about the league even though they say they don't watch it anymore, which makes no sense to me. We got a couple more fan classes to go through. The next one being the internet GM. This is the type of person who just dreams about fleecing other teams in trade so that his favorite team can become a super team. And usually it's the most unrealistic, like 4-team, 3-team trade that'll never happen. You know, it's one thing to drop mock trades just for the fun of it, to just see what you can do and make them somewhat realistic. But 90% of the time, these internet GMs make these trade packages. It's the most unrealistic trade ever. And I hate to say it, but Lakers fans usually are these type of people. You know, they're saying, oh, Gabe Vincent and a 2037 second round pick can get his Kyrie, right? I mean, he's on the last year of his contract. It's an expiring deal, so he could just walk for nothing if they don't trade him. They also don't ever factor in like salary cap rules or the stipend rule or any sort of these type of trade rules that factor into NBA negotiations. They do not care. They're just going to put whatever players they want if it means getting them to their favorite team. And usually they try to justify it by trading a young player and saying, oh, this guy has untapped potential. They think any player under 25 who has one highlight reel of him crossing someone over has untapped potential, and thus it's fair to trade him for Kevin Durant. These guys typically think they're smarter than they are. They try to pull off the most absurd trades. 99% of the time, it doesn't even work, and they don't realize it. Now, these types of fans aren't nearly as annoying as some of the fans we discussed previously because they won't go out of their way to shove these trade packages down your throat or say anything out of pocket or extremely disrespectful. They're just a little misinformed and biased is all. And last but not least, we got the Bandwagon Bandwagon Fan. Shout out to Drizzy. You know Drake is one of the biggest Bandwagon fans. These are the type of fans you'll see repping a new team or wearing a new jersey every single week. They'll claim to be a diehard fan of whatever team just won the championship, even though they can't name the 5 players in their starting lineup. And as soon as their so-called favorite team starts playing poorly, they're nowhere to be found. Disappearing like my dad after he said he was going to go to the store to grab some milk. Going ghost like Danny Phantom. And as soon as the team starts winning again, these guys just come out of the woodworks. They pop back up pretending like they rode out through all the tough times. It's Clip gang or don't bang. Kawhi till I die. I bleed Clippers red and blue. These guys claim whoever they want, whenever they want. Have absolutely no loyalty. And you have to be careful around these people in real life too, because they're the type of people that won't support you when you're on the come up. But as soon as you make it successful, they'll be like, yeah, I was with him since day one. That's my boy. You know, we went to elementary school together. But by the way, let me get $50 though. You never know when they're going to disappear when things are going bad. And they're just going to pop back up into your life when things are going well. So definitely be cautious around them. Anyway, those were the most annoying types of NBA fans. If I missed an archetype of NBA fan, let me know in the comment section down below, and I might shout you out if I do a part 2 to this video. Also, let me know which type of NBA fan you find most annoying. For me personally, it's got to be the rage baiters. If you ever see one of these in the wild, please don't reply to them or give them any attention. It's exactly what they want. Thank you all for tuning into this video. I appreciate every single one of you who watches, and I'll see you all on the next one.